Hello everybody and welcome. You are listening and watching MFL Total Access. I'm Will Power. This is Terry Babelis. I'm excited for this week's show. I think it's going to be even better than usual.
You're saying that because Matt's not on the show?
No, it's not what I meant at all. That's literally actually not what I meant.
I mean, you're saying this one's being better than usual?
Than usual, yeah. Like in comparison
and
to
the
other
last
years.
one that we could compare it to, Matthew was...
No, last one wasn't the bomb.
Did you get any comments of...
Three Amigos. I heard it was quite awkward.
It was a language barrier.
Yeah, tough.
Today's the Whiteout show.
Yeah, shoot, we didn't even plan this. But go Irish. It's for John.
Before we forget, new park this Saturday.
Yes.
Parc Arthur Terrien. It's really close to Le Beur.
Have I ever played there?
I don't know.
But I mean, usually you know this stuff about me.
I would assume not.
Okay, so probably not.
And this week all the games are going to be there, and John already updated the schedule going forward. As of the week after, it'll be a mix of games at both parks. So make sure you check your schedule to see where you're playing.
Few questions. So it'll be like the same Saturday, different parks. Can a team have a game at both parks?
It is possible.
Okay.
I mean, if you have first of all, there's not that many teams, if any, that have a double header.
Right.
So maybe you meant like, could a player have a game at two parks?
No, I meant team. But yeah, that's like, let's say for example, like you with Thunder Buddies and Outlaws.
Thunder Buddies and Outlaws don't play twice in the same day. Also,
Ever?
No.
Okay, what about like this week, for example, I have a triple header. Is it possible like it would be two and then one?
Yeah, it's possible.
Okay. You just saying that or you know?
Well, we try to make the schedule to have less back and forth.
Okay.
It's like to a minimum. I didn't verify if it happens or not. So like if it happens, it shouldn't happen. It shouldn't be often at all.
Got you.
But I don't have the exact answer if so. But if it is, it's like maybe once.
Okay, got you. Usually you're a little bit better with numbers.
It has to do with numbers. It has to do with parks and going places. I'm not going to look at everyone's schedule. I looked at mine, and this happened to me. You could look at your own and find out if with 18 Cardinals and Thunder Buddies it happens. But I don't care if Will Power has to go from one park to the other.
Sure
or
you
if
do. Because I'm going to be too
player
tired to
Y
play.
does it.
And it won't be good.
Anyway.
But yes, new park this week.
Yeah.
Behind the Harveys and...
Yeah, there's a Harvey's, St. Hubert, Tim Hortons nearby. So Kevin, who was worried about you not getting your pizza.
Yes, I appreciate that, Kevin.
With a bunch of other kind of food.
Yes. So that means I'll have to get non-pizza. But Harvey's is good. I like Harvey's.
Okay.
And we'll stop at Tim's in the morning anyway, so it'll be all good.
Yeah. Anything else we wanted to talk about?
I think that's it.
We get right to it?
Yeah.
Division 1?
Division 1. Let's skip Division 1 this week.
What happened with A-Team?
We didn't win. Simple as that. No, we didn't win. Look, Centurions are a good team. I thought it was going to be a close game. It wasn't. They really just shot out of the gate right away. And it was like kind of what we expected. Their intermediate routes. They were hitting those dig routes in, like those 10 ins on that first possession. And Gab Archambault was...
balled out.
Yeah.
23 for 36, 222, 6 TDs, no interceptions.
And like great ball distribution. Look at that, like the top three receivers on their team, Simon, Yvan, Sam having
monster.
Yeah, 7 catches, 8 catches, 6 catches, 2 touchdowns for Yvan, Simon both, and Colette having a touchdown and a pick in the game that you called. That was close, but I think it was the right call in the end.
It was definitely the right call.
It was an interception.
The right
and
call.
And I was like, as soon as I saw Dave saying no pick, I was like, oh crap, it's gonna be a pick. Yeah, like we unfortunately had some bad mistakes in the game. Dave, like statistically, didn't have a great game, but there was 2 interceptions.
His first 2 interceptions were not on him.
Right, exactly. That were
bobbles, tip passes that were nowhere. Like it was good ball placement. It was not his fault whatsoever, and it kind of like destroyed your momentum.
Yeah, and it's against a team like Centurions. They already have a very good defense, so like when you have them beat and like when a zone is open, you need to capitalize. For us, like. No one really had a great game on our team. And credit Centurions, they came to play. They're 2-0 now. You look at like this week and last week, I think they had 4 picks, or not last week, in their week 1 victory over Gokuk, if I'm not mistaken. They had, they're 3-0 right now, but in their week 1 victory against Gokuk, I believe they had 4+ picks. Not sure how many picks they had last week. But like this defense is good.
4 picks.
4 picks against Dom LaFleur, and then 3. So that's 4, 3, and 4. So that's 11 if my math is correct.
Yeah.
So over 3 picks, almost 4 picks a game. That's good defense.
Yeah. So are you talking a lot about Centurions to not talk about A-Team that much?
I like to,
The Mario Cooper, new addition on the team? Full time now or just...
potentially.
Okay.
TBD.
Yeah.
Thanks for something that was good to see him.
He had an impact mainly on defense. I didn't see him play any offense till the second half. But he's like a tackling machine. He got his hand on a couple of balls, I feel, at the safety position. But he could definitely help your team out.
1,000%.
Like, I feel that's what you needed, and I'm surprised that, like, with his spark, maybe it was like his first game back, that the game was still so one-sided, right?
I agree. Like, I thought that he wasn't allowed to play because all this rules of like, if this guy wakes up on the wrong side of the bed on Sunday, he can't play on O. If it's 22 degrees or colder, like John's rules. And so I was like, okay, so DeMario's subbing for us, so he can't play O. Right? You remember when DeMario went on? You told me that.
If he was considered a sub, but my understanding is that he's part of the team now. He's like on the roster.
Maybe you have insight that I don't, which is very possible. But okay.
Are you still on the team?
Yeah. Dave, have I been released? What's happening? No, but Dave said he got it okayed with John, which is why DeMario was able to play offense. But you're the one that told me that DeMario couldn't play, right? Like,
based on
when
the
he
sub,
came out, yeah, exactly.
The sub rules, you can be more than a certain amount of people if your quarterback doesn't play defense, and then that sub can only play defense.
And then he wakes up at the wrong side of the bed. Yeah, exactly.
Well, right now, looking at A-Team's roster, DeMario's on the roster, so
that's good news.
And it's crazy that his offensive cap is not in your top 6.
You know what they call those? Hidden gems. Although it's not really hidden. Everyone
underrated
knows
players.
Yeah, so he didn't play much O. He only had 2 receptions. But yeah, he's a very high vert, super quick. Definitely could help the team out.
On paper, you guys, I still find you guys have like a stacked team.
I think we do.
What's the problem? Are you worried now?
No, not worried. The more I play flag, Terry, the more I realize it's...
Not worried at 1-3?
If we go 1-3?
You are 1-3, no? Like after the Saturday, you'll be 1-3.
Very funny. Brian, yeah, the more I play flag, the more I realize how it's really about chemistry. Like, you could have like 7 DeAndre Hopkins and Cooper Kupps and Tua throwing the footballs out there.
Yeah, well, you're not gonna go very far with Tua.
Okay, Dan Marino's. If you're like really, if you're playing flag and you haven't thrown to guys before, or like for a long period of time, like it's tough to win games. And Dave like has thrown to these like some of us before, but like not for full seasons, like some of the new additions. And I really feel like it's a matter of time before things start clicking. However, we do have to start winning games. Like, that's not to like sugarcoat anything. We haven't been playing well. We need to be playing better. And I think like come midway point of the season, we need to be at 2-3 at the very least. Because there's 4 teams make the playoffs, 2 don't, and it's very competitive. And I think this is a division where we can see like all 4 teams getting in the playoffs, and like from there on, like any of the 4 like winning the championship, because it's like fairly even this year.
Except if A-Team make the playoffs, then it's gonna be a first round bye.
No, we'll be Cinderella team, the Cinderella story.
But yeah, you guys got to get your shit together and fast.
Yep.
And playing Outlaws this week is not gonna help. And I mean, playing Outlaws this week, then playing Gros Coq the week after, like schedule's not easy, huh?
Life's not supposed to be easy, Terry.
Les Gros Coq Holy Trollers. I also ref this game.
Yeah. What happened?
I think the Holy Trollers more concerned about who was refing the game than who was actually playing it.
Oh, they were talking.
Not too happy, and like if maybe like call didn't go their way, or maybe they weren't sure it did, but like it kind of held a grudge on it the whole game instead of focusing. And like Gros Coq were on a mission in this. Like all credit to Gros Coq. Like there were 6 players, all playing both ways, and it was really hot. They came out and like we can't say they really impressed in their prior games, right? Like they took that loss to Centurions in the week 1. Dom throwing a lot of more interceptions than he normally does. Mm-hmm. But in this game, Dom going 15 for 22, 184, 6 touchdowns, no picks. Like, and the whole team played like a unit, even though they were just 6, no subs. Nicolas Paquin sacking Max on back-to-back plays on Trollers opening drive, forcing him to punt after the Gros Coq were up 7-0. And not only that, like Dom's stats don't even do him justice, because in the first half there were at least 3 drops on deep balls by 3 different receivers. And like Dom was like, what more can I do? And there's literally nothing more you could do. Like he literally put the ball in his receiver's hands. Like I think it was the sun or like something like that. Bad excuses, you know. And like they had 3 drops that would have been at least a 30-yard reception.
Damn. And
like he put up those stats with that. Kind of like a slow game to start, but once they got into the rhythm and Trollers started complaining more about the refs, Gros Coq just kept capitalizing, and it was like very early on it became a one-sided game.
I really think that when Gokuk are on and like when they're motivated, like it's really 1A and 1B between you guys and them, like Outlaws and them.
100%. And what they were missing was consistency, but also consistency in the roster, which made the play consistent. But like you saw it last year, like when Outlaws played Gokuk in the season, it was like 2-3 score games, and in the playoff, it came to like overtime.
Right.
And like literally any of the two teams could have won. Like I wouldn't say Outlaws had the upper hand in that game. There was times that I thought Gokuk were gonna win the game, you know.
And I think they were only 6 in that game too.
I think so. Also,
something about being 6 and underhanded.
Yeah, and like obviously they're led by Dom Lefar. Like not only did he like ball out on offense, but on defense he had some pretty sick plays too.
Like honestly, like it's impressive to see like him being able to shut down the receivers from Holy Trollers. Just like he's like there was a play I saw he was with Phil France, stride for stride, matching him. And
he does have the speed though.
Yeah, 100%.
Definitely has the speed.
He has the speed, but like for a guy that doesn't like often play defense and like I don't know how often he covers deep, like he would like a straight up solid DB there playing. But yeah, no, he was with the receivers stride for stride, and they just had swag. I think when Gokuk have that little bit of swag to them, I don't want to say arrogance, maybe bordering on arrogance, cockiness, but in a good way, and like they know like okay, we're on our A game and like we can't be beat, then they're a very difficult team to beat. And we saw this happen in this game, and a game that you and I both thought Holy Trollers were going to win. I wasn't very impressed with Gokuk, and
I think everyone thought Trollers were going to win this game.
Yeah, I think that like I was even more so surprised in this one because Gokuk just didn't look that great against Centurions the week before. Dom seemed off with his receivers, but this game like was the complete opposite. And I spoke to Phil after the game, and he was like, defensively they just weren't there. They just like it was like they didn't want to play defense. Yeah, a little bit surprising.
Vince only getting 8 tackles this game because I could have sworn he had like 28.
I was gonna say 8 is a lot.
No, it is a lot, but like literally at one point we're like, did he reach 20 or like 15? like literally every second play, like he was getting the tackle on the play, and like I was also scorekeeping that game, and like I in my head like I put like 15 tackles on him. Like there was one time I was saying, okay, it must have been Vince. You know, I gave it to Vince. Like it has to be more than 8, but I like it's not because I didn't make any mistakes, but
well, you never know. But it's not because Vince was getting burnt, right? And he was getting the tackle.
No. He was most of the time playing short, and like he was just cleaning up the garbage in front of him.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
No, not all that.
No, it's not what I was insinuating either.
Well, you did ask the question.
Yeah, well, I mean, you didn't like say it before, so I had to ask a question.
Isn't it like innocent until proven guilty?
That's not how I roll. But Max, do you think it's just like him not playing in a while? Like how you were reffing the game? How were his balls? Like how?
I mean, first play of the game, he goes deep. He overthrows Phil Farran. But, like, really overthrows him. Like, I think the ball was, like, out of bounds, like, on the first play of the game, like, far. So I'm like, okay, his arms...
No, but 85% of his throws are deep, so that's not really a surprise.
I'm saying first play of the game, like, after being out for, like, fresh off his vacation and everything.
Right, okay.
The first 2 weeks.
That's respect. That's mad respect.
Like, I would say he didn't play a bad game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he didn't play a great game. But, like, he didn't play a bad game. I think maybe, like, he just needed a little more time adjusting through his reads and, like, finding the open guy.
Like, he still had 50 more passing yards than Dom, right?
Yeah, but, like, Dom didn't need to throw it. Maybe, like, Dom was also a lot more efficient, right?
Mm-hmm. Right, yeah, no, totally. Like, you're right, 24-42 is not the best completion percentage.
No.
2 yards, 4 touchdowns, like, 2 picks. That's tough.
Yeah. It's hard to win a Division 1 game like that when, like, all the teams are, like, stacked.
Totally, and you look at conference, a big part of the game.
Yeah.
They're going 6 for 6, Gokuk. Yeah. That's insane.
Yeah.
Who caught their converts? Was it the same play?
No, it was different plays. Tommy caught 2, Alexis caught 2, and Nicolas Paquin caught 2.
And in this game, it wasn't the difference, but like we know, close games.
Yeah.
Comes down to converts.
Indeed.
So you're not worried about Trollers?
I'm not worried about Trollers. It was their first game. They're playing Bitter Boys next week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I'm not worried about them at all.
I'd say right now, though, Gokuk are...
I mean, Gokuk played one of their better games and, like, probably, like, the way they could always be playing. But, like, and Trollers played, like, an average to a below-average game. So, like, that's what's going to happen when teams are so evenly matched, right?
Yeah.
Like, if Cook played a average game and Trollers played lights out, then they would have went the other way for sure.
Mm-hmm.
What were you going to say about...
No, I was going to say, like, Gokuk are now definitely the second best team in Div 1. But you can't really say that with Centurions being undefeated and having beaten them. Like, power rankings, Centurions are... I mean assuming Outlaws are 1.
I watched both games.
Yeah.
And Centurions seemed as impressive, if not more, than Gokuk. The way they, like... beat you guys, right?
Yeah,
like,
fair.
You can't say they made any mistakes in that game either,
no,
right?
you're right. And they beat Gokuk. Yeah, I think
but
they would.
When they played Gokuk, it was a 2-point game also, so like...
Yeah, but I think you're doing power rankings right now. It has to be Centurions over Gokuk.
It has to be, yeah.
Yeah. But watch Kevin put like Trollers 1 and us 2, Bitter Boys 3.
Probably not.
Iron Wolves 4.
Even though they're on the division?
That was the joke, bro.
Well, it was pretty bad. So Division 2?
Yep. Speaking of those Iron Wolves.
Yeah, let's start with Iron Wolves.
That's a pretty good segue. 1918. So there's only 2 games, eh?
So when you say games are won by converts, you specifically meant this one, right?
I specifically meant this one. This was a really weird game. It felt like the game was 2 hours long, but in a good way. It was 6-0 at the half.
On a 4th down touchdown from John Evans to Will Power.
Yes.
1 yard.
That was Will Power's only good play of that game.
You made bad plays?
I was sleepwalking through that one, not going to lie. But our team...
What route was that on the 4th down from the 1 yard line?
Wasn't a drag, that's all I'll say. No, it was a corner. Yeah, 1918, impressive win. Our defense came to play. So did their defense.
See, DeMario Cooper made his impact in this game,
Yeah, like I told him like after the game, he was MVP.
DeMario tells John I'm available and find me a team. I got you in the team. Right away, don't worry.
I don't know if Logan got it in the video, but it was a 2-yard hook to DeMario. He beat the first guy and I just went like this. Like I knew he was gone. I knew he was gone.
So like Will Power takes an even bigger backseat now. Like,
hey, look, if Will Power's undefeated with Iron Wolves, he's undefeated with Iron Wolves. He'll take it.
That's like
And I got a TD. Come on now.
Yeah, like you got 3 catches for 8 yards
and a touchdown.
Like that average is lower than the guy you always hate on that has a low average.
Jaff?
Yeah.
2.67. Yeah, usually averages 2.78.
Yeah, like Jaff's average is like 5 times that. Like.
Well, look, that's not exaggerate now, but it's usually like 0.2 higher.
It's usually how much higher?
0.2. No, but okay, if you're looking at Terry's looking at the stats from the game against A-Team, that was.
It doesn't count when you play A-Team.
No,
right?
but that was the first of all. That's one game. That's a very small sample size, and for a guy that knows math like you,
6.4.
Bro, I thought it was like 16.
No, but this is in Div 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in Div 1 it's for sure 16.
Okay. Anyways,
what kind of average is that?
Okay, all that to say, we won the game.
Can you not break a tackle?
We won the game.
Can you not break
okay,
a
I had a
tackle?
1 yard TD, so it's kind of tough to break a tackle when you're catching the ball
and
in
then
the end
you
zone.
had 2 catches for 7 yards.
Yeah, somebody's like, look, I did drop a pass too.
Only one?
Yes, only one.
It was further than 5 yards, that's why?
I think it was 6, that's why. I'm only used to catching your balls, that's why.
Man, the Cardinal team is stacked now, eh? Like, I think you guys are middle of the pack, average D2 team, but with
I disagree.
No, prior to the addition of DeMar...
I disagree.
Okay, saying that you guys would finish 3rd or 4th in this D2 team prior to getting DeMar Cooper, you disagreed with that? You thought you'd be top 2? Preseason rankings, when we talked about this, I feel you agreed with that.
Maybe you felt wrong. I think I would say... I'd say we're number 2.
We had said Outlaws and Marvels were top 2 with Red Zone and Tanant like being up there as well.
I just think because of our past experience and the fact that we've won championships before. In Division 3, yes, we still got to give it a championship.
Okay. Max has won some in Division 1. Steve has won some in Division 1.
I swear, I don't see OG Panthers anywhere there. Yeah,
we're giving you guys a better chance. But like these Outlaws won championships. Marvels have players who won championships. Red Zone has Mike Roy who's won championships in this division. So the fact that you won championship before in Division 3, why does that make you a better team than other teams who've won it in that division?
I mean, I don't know. Saying we're a middle of the pack team, yeah, I guess there's only 6 teams, so I guess technically we're middle of the pack.
Yeah, 3rd or 4th, I said.
Yeah, but middle of the pack feels like you're mediocre.
Well, not mediocre. You're just like as close to like the top team and the bottom team, but the top team to the bottom team minus nice CDs is not that distant.
Minus nice CDs. Yeah, okay, fair.
Like, look at the top team and the 5th place team here. Yeah. Like, it's a very, very close.
Minus nice TDs.
That's what I said, the 5th
yes,
place
yes.
team.
Now
I could agree. You want to emphasize it even more? That makes these...
Now I'd agree with you.
Okay. So you wasted half an like... Third...
And we're wasting all this time, all that to say that we won a defensive game.
And I think that you guys are the favorites right now. With the addition to Mario Cooper, is that fair to say? And the loss of the Outlaws to Les Tanantes? Especially since I feel you guys have Les Tanantes' number and you're playing them this week.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I would say that I think Iron Wolves, like, not by far, it's very, very close, but I think Iron Wolves have the edge. And if I had to do my power ranks tonight, Iron Wolves would be number 1.
You're a smart man.
Well, we didn't really talk about the Marvels in this game. I think I'm still going to call them Joey's haters.
Yeah.
Because they really hate Joey now for kicking him off the team, right?
What's the Marvels like? Like this, I know it's the movie.
Serious.
Yes, like the Marvels, like the superheroes, right?
Okay, so what was
Yeah,
your
but no,
question?
but like, bro, like Marvels. Like it's almost as bad as having like the Arden Wolves.
Well,
Like, they could have been like. I want to say with Joey's haters. Or I want to
did
say
they
with Joey's
keep
lovers.
Joey's haters shirt?
They wore red pennies.
Okay, so they didn't even keep the jerseys, even though they had jerseys.
No, I think they were red pennies.
Wow. So you say should really be called Joey's haters now.
Yeah,
how do you kick a guy off the team that started the team, got you guys jerseys? If it wasn't for Joey, this team wouldn't exist. Like Joey was literally there one get together at the end of the season, making this team, putting them together.
You're preaching to the choir.
Yeah. Did Max have a better game here than he had with Trollers?
It's because I felt like he had a pretty good game. I think he threw the one pick. It was a really good play by DeMario. But like he was completing passes, not really like the deep passes that we're used to seeing out of him, but like he was taking what we were giving him, taking the outs, using the sidelines.
Who calls the D for Arnold's?
Yours truly.
Okay.
Was that supposed to be funny or?
Yeah, I didn't think you were capable of calling the D in Division 2.
Well, guess who's the best defense in Division 2, my guy?
You really think you do?
Well, on paper. I mean, like if you look at like the average points per game.
Yeah, with DeMario and James.
No, yes, but I'm talking about points per game, bro. Our average. It's pretty good. Anyways, yes, I call the D on Iron Wolves, and with the addition of DeMario, I think it'll be a fun ride.
Yeah, you could put him playing safety and you play short.
That's true. Or me play.
No, you can't play deep.
I won't tell you our defense. You're trying to get it. I'm not gonna bite. I will not bite.
Another Div 2 game that we had on the schedule was Outlaws and Les Tannantes. And what a beating that was.
I just saw Steve giving shit to Gabby after the game, so I assume they lost. Love you, Steve.
I think he gave shit to some of his players too. Jason Edwards having a good chemistry with Steve. 6 for 66 and 1 touchdown, but this was all about Les Tannantes. Huh? Guillaume 4 for 72, 2 touchdowns. Phil Farran 10 for 58, 2 touchdowns, a convert.
Mm-hmm.
David Marcotte 4 for 48, a touchdown, 2 1-point converts. Simon having 2 interceptions.
Yeah.
Dave also having a pick 6. I'm not shocked that Les Tannantes won, even though we picked Outlaws to win. Like, I think we didn't think it'd be a blowout by Outlaws, but I'm shocked that Les Tannantes won by this much.
I think you said it perfectly.
I say a lot of things perfectly.
Debatable. This is the recipe for success for Les Tannantes. Like, all kidding aside, to have
I
Phil,
said it, no?
yeah, to have Phil getting 2 touchdowns, but not being the leading receiver in terms of yards, to have somebody else step up on the defensive side of the ball, like Simon Till, who we also praise on the show. Like, I think this is a picture perfect game from Les Tannantes. Perfect. Like, if they're able to do this, obviously, like, they'll win games. But I'm saying, like, if they can still get production out of Phil when he's not the number one receiver and putting up those yards and getting stops on the defensive side of the ball without him making the plays, I think that's best case scenario for Les Tannantes.
Yeah. Are you more surprised, or like in a good way, that Les Tannantes? What shocked you more, the fact that Tannantes put up
that's a good
40 against
question.
Outlaws, or the fact that they only gave up 22 to the Outlaws?
It's a good
Who,
question.
like, Outlaws had before this, like, we arguably one of the best offenses, you'd say, in the division, right?
It's close, but I'm going to say I'm more surprised that Outlaws put up 22.
Yeah. Because Steve only throwing 3 touchdowns, does that in his sleep, right?
He throws 3 touchdowns per drive. Like, we know Tannantes can put up points, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, like, this game should have ended 40-39.
that's what I mean. Right. For the Outlaws.
Or whichever, like, I'm just saying, like, at that point, like, yeah, Outlaws' defense is probably their weakness. Well, is their weakness. But we think that their offense should be able to keep up more, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, Steve 3 interceptions, like, he doesn't even throw that in a season.
Exactly. But you're obviously the offense is great, so it's easy to say the problems the Outlaws defense, but are we just saying that like by default, or we actually think it's true?
I mean,
like, you know what I mean?
In Division 2, the Outlaws did have one of the weakest defenses in the...
Yeah.
That was their problem. Like, it's a different team this year. They have a lot of new additions. I think on paper they're probably better on defense, even though they have like slightly less experience in Division 2.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like, in comparison, their defense is way weaker than their offense.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense. I mean, like, look, also, I agree with you, but, like, Steve throwing 3 picks makes a short field for Les Tannantes.
Yeah, 100%.
But Les Tannantes winning back-to-back games now against, like, 2 of arguably the top teams in the division. that we said preseason, right? Beating Red Zone, beating Outlaws now. They've been, doing well, putting up 30 points per game in all 3 games combined. So like we knew it was just a matter of time before like this team gets going, and we knew like if they want to score, they can score.
When you put up a number of points per game, doesn't it assume that it's in all games combined?
Well, unless you specify otherwise.
Okay.
But I like to specify just in case.
Okay.
But yeah, they have 30 points per game, 30.67 actually. Yeah. And they're playing us in the rematch this week. Should be a good one.
It should be. Division 3?
Yep. I wrote the Division 3 game.
Which one
it was the game that we talked about in my bold prediction about there being 90 plus points, yada yada yada. I don't look, Simon Deschesney wasn't there, so
so he would have added another 70, right? Him alone would have.
I mean, you never know. The game would have been completely different. This and that. I was reffing this game, but I wasn't supposed to ref actually at all.
That's true. Thanks for filling in for a ref that came in late.
Did he end up showing up?
Yeah, he showed up. He showed up like 20 minutes in the game, but like I didn't want to replace you since you were already there. Like I feel you deserved. Yeah.
But you would, if I left 20 minutes in, you would have still paid me the full amount. I mean, not.
I don't think you would have paid the full amount. Like,
well,
if you only ref 20 minutes, why would you get paid the full amount?
Well, I'm helping a brother out. I'm stepping in. Like, you gotta.
I
mean, sure, if it was everybody else, they would have got if someone refed one play, they would have got the full amount. Anyways, all that to say, I refed the game 32-20 average Joes. Another bit of a strange game. The game started off quite weird, Terry. Average Joes started off on defense. They got a pick, returned the ball to the 1 yard line.
Okay.
Jason Armonte throws 3 straight incompletions.
Okay.
Then throws.
But don't break. On Jagerbaum's defense.
Well, I mean, they didn't actually bend. Like, they gave up no yards here, but I guess so. Yeah. Like, they didn't break.
Okay, what happened?
And then they got a 1 yard touchdown to Laurent.
On fourth
at the 2 yard line. He had
a 1 yard touchdown to Laurent at the 2 yard line.
No, a 2 yard touchdown to Laurent at the 2 yard line. Yeah, you're distracting me. Yes, and it was a beautiful catch. He was covered. It was just a grown man's catch. Nobody was open. Jason was trusting his biggest, tallest receiver. Threw it to him. TD. Look at that. Laurent has 7 catches for 32 yards for 3 touchdowns.
It's a little higher average than you had with Iron O's.
Yeah, I mean, when I played OG Panthers, I would have 40 yards per game, per catch. But I know what you're saying that, what did I just say?
That you have an average of 2.67 per game?
Yeah, Laurent getting 3 touchdowns in this one, and all of them being, short passes, but, strong hands catches. You look at a 2-yard, that's not impressive. These were nice 2-yard catches.
It's pretty surprising to see only 27 total completions in this game.
Yeah.
14 and 13, you'd think there's, what happened? Was the game, was the team taking a lot of time before going through their plays?
Average Joe's had a very good defense. I think the fact that JF wasn't receiver and playing QB in this one hurt them a little. I think there was times where he didn't see his first read open, so he would tuck and run, just because he's very athletic, he's fast, he's quick, and for a guy that doesn't play quarterback as often as Simon Deschesney, then it makes sense, right? Trust your running abilities.
Yeah.
But even Jason, he called a good game. There was a few times he had receivers open, just overthrew them. And there was a point in this game where it looked like Jagerbaum was going to come back and win. They punted on 4th and 7, and I believe they were down by, I think it was 12 at the time. That's what it was. They were down by 12. They punted, and I was saying to myself
5 minutes left?
Yes, I was saying to myself even
how could they win the game then?
That's what I mean. I was saying even if Average Joes don't score in the next possession, they're going to eat up a bunch of clock, and that's literally exactly what happened.
They already scored twice.
Yeah,
and there's no onside kicks in the MFL.
I looked at maybe that's something we could put into play, but I looked at Gavin. I was like, I can't believe they're punting.
You're right, Gabby.
Yeah, and it was 4th and 7. So but at that point, you're punting. I guess you're hoping Jason throws a pick 6 on the first play. You know what I mean? Even they didn't score. Average Joes didn't end up scoring, but they chewed up a lot of clock.
Yeah, because there's no chance you could score 2 times. First of all, you gotta make sure they don't score,
right?
And you gotta stop them, score, stop them, score. You gotta stop them twice.
I think it was just Jagerbaum overthinking it. Our defense is playing well. Let's trust our D, but at that point, it's
if you're gonna lose 38-20 or 32-20, it's still a loss, right? I think going for it gives you the best chance. But yeah. Surprising.
But big win by Average Joes.
Sorry?
Big win by Average Joes. Nonetheless, they still meet a very good team. Yeah, I'm laughing at you. Sorry, went on the wrong call.
What was so funny?
The way you were looking at me.
Trying to make up what you were saying.
Average was undefeated, right?
I believe so.
You believe correctly. Being 3 good teams, though. Rosas, Panache, and Jagerbomb.
Do you need a little break?
No, I'm okay. Gotta fight through it, I'm a warrior. Sure. Yeah, thanks.
I ref Les Panache and Bin game. Bin fresh off that victory against Iron Wolves the week before.
Iron Wolves D3. Iron Wolves D3.
We're talking about Division 3.
I know, but just in case the people... Iron Wolves D3.
Okay. Are you like sensitive today? Or
no, just the way you're looking at me.
I was looking at you any other way. And Les Panache, who had started the season 0-2, couldn't afford to go 0-3, and they really came to play in this game. Felix made it look easy, you know, like the way he was leading these drives, drive after drive, going 19 for 27, 214, 6 touchdowns, only 1 pick. Good ball distribution to Justin, Jérémy, Amélie, Jean-Hugues, all catching 3 or more catches for multiple yards. Jean-Hugues was mainly his red zone guy, getting 3 touchdowns, but he had 4 guys with touchdowns in this game.
Yeah, that's impressive. I saw Amélie was wearing the Tyreek Hill gloves.
Yeah.
The game. That was so cool. I was like...
Those gloves are pretty sick.
Yeah, God, I think I have to buy them.
Can you just buy gloves?
Yeah, but bro, it's Tyreek Hill. The reason I kind of picked Panache in this one was kind of like we talked about. Like, we couldn't see them continuing to lose, right? Like, at a certain point in time, it's not really the matchup you're looking at. You're like, okay, this team is too good to continue losing and continue to be winless. Yeah. Like, Panache, preseason, I would have had them probably ranked in the top 3 in Division 3.
So who wouldn't be there between Thunder Buddies, Average Joes, and Jagerbomb?
Top 4 then. I have them at 4. Good call. I had them at 4, but right now they're not playing as a top 4 team, but like this one was a big one.
Does Simon Baudouin sound familiar as a name?
Yep. Been quarterback.
He was their quarterback with their...
Yeah, the year I predicted them to win the championship.
Yeah. And I think he's not going to be... He's missing a lot of games because he's working outside of the province now or something like that, very far away. So he was able to be at this game, and he was clearly like their main weapon on offense, going 9 catches for 96 yards, bunch of yak, 2 touchdowns. David Michaud was relying on him a lot. Thomas Côté-Parence had a good game. He had 1 nice deep ball catch on the sideline, getting both feet in.
Nice. Toe drag swag.
Catches for 50 yards. This game was all Panache from beginning to end. I think Panache started with the ball. They scored, and they had the lead like all game long. And Bin tried to make it a game, but like every time they scored, like Panache always had a reply. And I think it just goes to show kind of like Panache played a good game and Bin played like an average game. Yeah. And I think these teams are evenly matched. Like I think you refed and we both watched the game against Iron Wolves D3. Yeah. And like Bin looked impressive in that game.
Yeah, they did.
And Iron Wolves D3 are also a good team. So it's gonna be interesting to see which teams take the playoffs.
I think it'll be like
early on in the season.
Yeah. Like D3 is super interesting. So we got 7. How many teams made the playoffs in D3? 8. Exactly. So 8. And then, so that's 4 teams not making the playoffs.
Yeah, 12 minus 8 is 4.
That's correct. And right now, Panache on the outside looking in. So a big win for them.
With a game played more than a lot of teams that are in.
So, and you think that Ross is sitting at 0-3 now. Like, is Ludwig coming back anytime soon?
I don't know.
They better hope so.
Because they put up a donut against Old School.
They did.
Like, that was pretty bad. Like it's crazy. Like, I guess Ludovic is feeling his like value for this team, and maybe MVP. They should be nicer with him because yes, obviously if you're missing your quarterback, you're gonna have a harder time, right? We're not expecting you to win games without your quarterback, but when you've been a team that's been playing for a long time in a competitive division, you think they get a fill-in that could replace you and like still put up some points.
Yeah, with the receivers they have, right?
Looks like Yvonne didn't play or didn't get any.
No, he did play.
He did play. No reception?
Yeah, see, that's crazy.
So,
and Daik like doing what he does, the 4 TDs, no picks. Old School crowd was there. I heard them. They were loud as per usual. Always good to have the fans in attendance. But like, I don't know, Taylor. Like to me, that's Old School. Like they're not the sexiest team to watch, but like Daik won't make mistakes. They have like sure-handed receivers that aren't necessarily the most athletic, but like they win games, right? They're gonna beat you by outsmarting you, by making the right play in certain situations. And I think like this game, I think you and I both picked Old School to win this one because we knew Ludwig wasn't going to be there. Yeah. But good for Old School, honestly. Daik throws a really nice ball, and having him playing defense for that team is a two-headed monster.
And then in this game, Idaho, Manitoba boys, like I think we picked Idaho to win, but like we did expect it to be closer. Like Leon throwing for over 200 yards, but still struggling with 3 interceptions.
Yeah.
He looked really impressive in that week 1 win for Manitoba boys, but Idaho's the real deal right now. Like they got to be in your top 3, right? Like not only impressive on offense, Brady going 18 for 33, 160, 4 touchdowns, 1 pick, but also like on defense, holding Manitoba boys and Leon, who we know could be like an explosive quarterback, to just 6 points.
Yeah, it's honestly super impressive, and like this is a team that jumped up a division. Or like how like it's so rare you see that. Like if they would have stayed in D4 and put up these numbers, it would have been like, okay, like I guess it's understandable, but like still, man, like to be 3-0, that points for they're at plus 9. I don't know if I saw that correctly. A plus 91 they're plus 91 in points for, points against, going 117 for and 26 against, giving up less than 10 points a game.
That's crazy.
That's good D. So like they're literally blowing teams out. And like they've played like some fairly good talent, right? It's not like they haven't played like great teams, like exactly.
Ross also without their quarterback,
right? But still, like they Panache to beat them 31-12 week 1. That's very impressive.
Like Ludovic doesn't play defense, so giving up 58 points.
Yeah,
must have been a couple of picks or pick sixes, maybe. But
right.
Still, like their defense was still like the defense they normally have.
Yeah, exactly. I think
8 touchdowns in that game. Like looking at the quarterback stats now, he's really running away with. I know we said it last week, but like I looked at it, and it's really ridiculous. Like 17 touchdowns, and he has a 5 touchdown lead on a guy that played as many games as him. The third guy played as many games as him as well, a 6 touchdown lead. And he's only thrown 3 interceptions.
That's pretty crazy.
That is really crazy.
I think it'll be a big matchup, them, when we see Idaho UDPimps and week 5 against Jagerbomb. That'll be a good one. Like I think we're going to learn a lot about Idaho.
Also against Jagerbomb this week.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Division 4.
But yeah, that has to be like, I don't think we ever keep records in MFL. Like, we don't know what happened even last week. But, like, to be plus 91 after 3 games is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Good stuff, boys. Keep it up.
So, Division 4?
Yep.
See any games here?
Div 4. Nope.
You sure?
Nope. I saw Sour Peeps, Black Diamonds. Bits and pieces of that game.
Sour Peeps look a lot better, a lot more organized.
Yes.
They had a new quarterback under center.
Yes.
Kim Lau.
Like her stats weren't great in this game, but man, does she throw a nice ball.
I was seeing her in the warm-up throwing like dimes.
Yeah, it was like you were doing kind of like double take, like where they were coming in like darts. Like we talk about those were darts.
So Mario's career as a quarterback ended after 1 game?
I think it did, but I think because like he's putting up stats as a receiver. 6 catches, 44 yards.
And Lesniak making his debut as a quarterback.
Yo, Lesniak throws a good ball. Hey?
He has a cannon.
I would have never imagined like him being able to throw a football like that. Like he cocks it back like this and then it comes out like, and I don't know how he does it, but it's just weird.
He throws a deep ball and like he has a good deep ball.
I was talking about it with Josh Levine, and he was like, yeah, he has like the most uncharacteristic throwing motion ever.
More uncharacteristic than mine?
Well, obviously not, bro.
Right? Mine's now. Mine's now.
If he threw with his left hand, bro, it would be less uncharacteristic than
I throw nicely.
It gets there, bro. It gets there. Look, you can throw with your feet, your knees for all I care.
I don't think it's to go throw with your feet though, but yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Looked like he gelled well with his new team.
Yeah. It doesn't seem like he's on a new team. Like they seem to like actually have this chemistry.
Yeah. Vince was like always with them, eh?
Mm-hmm.
I got that vibe too.
Yeah, great minds think alike. And like, but like, so he's coaching them up too. Like you see when they're not running like the proper routes and stuff. He's like, keep it shorter, keep it like, kind of like that Mario, right? Like that coach for them. But I think like not in a harsh way, like a good soft voice for them to hear.
Mario says it in a harsh.
That's not. I knew you were gonna say that, but that's not what I meant. But yeah, no, I think like a really good leader, Mario, for his team specifically as well. But Lesniak doing a great job with these Black Diamonds now, 2-0, heading in the right direction.
Last week we called out Flamingos and Super Friends, and both of them got victories. We
did, and remember like, oh yeah, sorry, I thought you were talking about Airborne. But yeah, Super Friends. Super Friends.
Are you good?
Yeah, no, you're pointing to Airborne. Super Friends being Mustard Tigers. You did that one on purpose. 32-20. That's pretty impressive.
That is impressive.
I did not see that coming.
Yes.
I know you didn't see it coming. Are we getting an update on the picks anytime soon?
On the picks?
Like how our picks went last week?
Yeah, yours went horrible.
No, but I did better than weeks prior.
Yeah, compared to yourself.
Yeah, but I had a
You're still in last place.
Well, Okay, but I'm in like this far from last place. Bro, I'm like a half a game behind a lot of people.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Well, I mean, I asked for it to you, and like.
Why are you asking me now? Why don't we do this during our picks?
No, we could. I mean, bro, I didn't know you were gonna like get out your phone and text here, there, and everywhere. But Kevin did win this week, from what I know.
You're still 47%. Chill.
Hey, it's better than 37%.
It's not better than a coin flip.
Yeah, it's true. Well, it depends how many times you call heads, how many times you call tails, I guess. But it's like I told you, I'm a second half guy. But Morin, 15 of 30 in this one, 5 TDs, 1 pick, bounce back game for them. No, the quarterback, Terry.
I know, but I'm showing you Olivier Quinn's stats, who got 4 touchdowns on 5 catches.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Talk about a red zone threat.
Yeah. Still able to average more than double what you average with Iron Wolves.
And we're still 2-0. Do you have anything to say about this game, or was more like just submitting to Iron Wolves?
Any before games, but I want to go look at the Airborne Canal Club.
Are we doing this? No, Canal Club.
Getting their first loss against Airborne, who won back-to-back games for probably the first time ever.
Remember, I hesitated, and I said I want to pick Airborne, and I said I won't. And you said prove me wrong. They proved us wrong.
Yeah.
We both picked Canal Club. I remember checking the score, and it was 25-25 in OT. Because at that point I was home, and I was like, "Let's go Airborne." Not that I don't like Canal Club. I don't actually know them, but Airborne's a good team to root for, and they won the game in OT.
They went into 4 OTs.
Excuse me.
Went into 4 OTs.
Like each team
had 4 converts.
And so
total 8 converts.
So one went 104, one 004.
Failed. Got it. No, one team went 2 for 4.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Talk about getting your money's worth.
Yeah.
Good stuff, Airborne. Wait, so does that mean Airborne are they in a playoff spot?
They sure are.
Never mind, playoff spot, bro. They're in 5th place. 2-1, 57 points for, 57 against. Man, it'd be cool to see if they could make it 3 in a row.
Who are they playing this week?
Make sure I'm roughing that game,
Flamingos.
Well, we're gonna get our picks a little bit later on, so stay tuned, folks.
Did we go to Division 5, or did you see anything else in Division 4?
Let's see. Flamingos bounce back.
The Goats played their first game and scored 8 points.
Did we even talk about Kevin Phoenix putting up 52 points? Okay. That didn't happen. But Serial Killers, Sam getting 3 interceptions, getting Defensive Player of the Week. That's right, William. Yes, thank you, Terry, for that.
You want to do the show on your own?
I think I may have to.
I was loading the stats for you. Yeah. Serial Killers continue to impress. I didn't really see that. Well, I mean, I did not see any of this game.
Neither did I.
Maybe the Goats should change their picture and they'll have more success on the field.
I second that.
Division 5?
Division 5.
So, Cyclones coming in and shutting out Mosa Crew 38-0. Jan had a great game, going 17 for 23, over 200 yards, 5 touchdowns, no picks. That's amazing considering it was like his first game in a long time. Having
Johnny Manziel,
3 receivers with 4 catches, great ball distribution. I think it's going to be a really good D5 team.
I usually like to disagree with you, Terry, but I can't here.
Maybe I should let you talk first because you just repeat what I say or agree with me or
Yeah, I know, and I think you do it on purpose.
Curran having a harder time in this one.
Yeah, and there was potential about me joining Mimosa Crew because they're cool Dolphins jerseys. I'm not sure about this performance. I'm just kidding. I love Mimosa Crew.
Very Tua-like game, right?
What?
Very Tua-like game.
No, Tua doesn't usually throw 4 picks. He usually throws 3.
Okay.
But I'll love Mimosa Crew. I'll wear that jersey whenever you guys want me to. But yeah, Cyclones, good team. Obviously, them playing in Brossard, right? That's the team that Dad quarterbacked, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's much of the Brossard team besides Kayla and Barbara that are on it.
Still 2 key pieces for them. Was that their first game of the season?
Yes.
No.
I said that when I started talking about
That's
them.
correct. They were 1-0.
If you listened, you would have known.
What an impressive victory, 38-0.
I also said that.
You did say that, but I want...
the things that,
No. There was something I wanted to say about the game, but since you really cut me off, I actually forgot. Can you bring up the stats in that one?
The Cyclones one?
Yeah, please. See how polite I am. Even
Do you want to repeat something else that I said?
No, I want to say, is there something caught my eye? Oh, Lazar, 4 catches, 84 yards, 21 yards per catch. Yes. Talk about having a speeding ticket.
That was a good one.
Thanks.
Shocking that Night Triangles beat Drama Club by 20.
Nope, because
By 20. The fact that they won by 20.
Nope.
I know you
because,
picked Night Triangles, right?
Yes, and I was gonna say nope because when I picked them and I'm the only one to pick them, they try even harder. So no, I wasn't surprised they won by 20.
But do you agree these are two of the top teams in Division 5?
Yep. And I think Night Triangles
20-0 at halftime. What the hell happened, Simone? Did you still think he was playing against Kevin?
I don't think. Yeah, for real, eh? Yo, William Braum is definitely no Kevin. But I don't think I can pick against Night Triangles now, even if they play like.
You interview them once and they're your team?
Like, yeah. Speaking of which, we have to get better with doing our interviews.
You literally have one job. Like, it's literally the only contribution you have besides sitting here and talking for an hour.
Okay, that's false again because I make the show. And second of all, yeah, it was just too hot this weekend to do an interview, so I wanted to leave. But yes, we'll definitely be doing interviews. Yes, let's get better at that. And when I say let's, that means me and you because you're my right-hand man.
Okay.
But all that to say, very impressive win by Night Triangles.
Les Remplaçants winning again. And Titans getting their first win against Heisenberg. I think most of us picked Heisenberg.
I picked Heisenberg.
Change at quarterback.
Tommy Scotty. Oh no, not Tommy Scotty.
Do you know him?
No, I just thought it was a cool name, Tommy Scotty, but it's Tommy Scotty?
Could be Scotty.
That's still a cool name. He had 3 TDs.
Yes, he did.
And a victory. 78 yards. Look, I guess the defense setting them up with short fields.
It's a time that...
Okay, one sec.
It's the moment you all been waiting for. We've heard the complaints.
Brossard. Because like I said, Gab from 23 was giving me heck this week. So we're putting on 45 seconds.
What was he giving heck for? Because we spoke about them for like 2 minutes.
I know.
Because we didn't make our picks?
Yeah, but also because he kind of wants us to... Okay, we're already talking about it for too long. Go make your pick.
Why do they care who we pick? Like, we pick against you.
I think it's nice that they care. Like, what kind of comment is that? Like, bro, you want to know like what 2 experts have to say about your team?
We receive more hate when we pick against them than
100%.
praise when we pick for them.
They hate us because they ain't us. That's what Mama always told me.
So we have a D2 team moving up to D1, La Horde.
Yep. No, we don't have time to do recaps, bro. Like, just picks.
Hey, your choice. You wanted the picks, so no recaps this week.
Okay, yeah, picks. But no, it was... Yeah, so Le Congrès is a new team. Played them with Outlaws. We won that game, but they're a bunch of studs. They're a good team. Just has to figure out the game. They have a guy that looks exactly like Austin Matthews on the team. So much so that...
mustache?
No.
So I just look like Austin Matthews and
because he looks like Austin Matthews without a mustache. And he had curly hair.
Okay.
But all that to say that he looks so much like Austin Matthews that like Justin and I from Outlaws were like say, "Oh, nice catch, Austin."
What's his actual name?
We call him Austin now. We'll stick to Austin.
Okay. Villain, Congrès.
Give me the villains, but Congrès have a good team. They just got to figure stuff out.
I was going with the villains. La Horde, Jackrabbits.
Ooh, Jackrabbits.
Same, Jackrabbits. I think it's going to take a game or two for La Horde to adjust to Division 1.
Me too. Is that it?
For Division 1. We have 2 divisions in Brossard.
Okay, go, quick.
Primetime Free Agents number 2.
Yeah, I don't know either of them. Give me free agents number 2.
I'm going to go Primetime.
No, sorry, I do know Primetime. I subbed against them. They have a pretty good team. I changed. I'm going to go in Primetime. I just remember who they were. I'm going Primetime.
You subbed against them?
Yeah.
With who? With the free agent team?
With the free agent team that one player showed up. One.
Cool.
Chow came and I was like, "Oh no, you guys stay." And they're like, "Bro, it's not our team." I was like, "Wait, so who's playing?" There's just one guy that was on the team.
So who you guys have to play?
Yeah, we ended up winning the game too. Rob White was there.
Who was quarterback?
Rob White.
Oh, and you guys won?
Yeah.
And Primetime had their whole roster?
I think so.
Okay. And did Chow end up playing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you guys were how many finally?
Like 9.
Really?
It was the weirdest thing ever. We were like 9 players with 1 real player on the team.
Wow. Boucanier, 28-3.
Boucanier have very nice jerseys.
Oh yeah? What are their jerseys?
Purple and orange, and I usually don't like purple, but that just has a good mix.
Purple and orange? I
can't see it. I know, but it just mixes. I'm going Boucanier.
I'm going
28-3. Boys. You're going who?
28-3.
Okay.
Red Not Skins, KOLB. Same. Rusty Trombones, free agent number 1.
John, we have to stop with this free agent business. Like, you actually have to have team names. Like,
that's not his fault.
Well, if it is or isn't, you know what? We have to have a rule that if you don't have a name by week 2, then like we choose their names.
Okay. But it's not like on John. John created already the team. He assigned the players to the team. Like, what more do you want? Like,
he can be more strict. I like blaming John. So I'm not going to call them free agents 1. I'll call them the running shoes. So I'm going to take the Rusty Trombones to beat the running shoes.
I agree with you.
What?
Taking the same team to beat the same team.
Trombones to be who?
Free agent number 1. AK running shoes. There we go. We made our picks.
Oh, we did. Phew.
Back to Division 1?
Yes, please.
All right, we got 2 games. A-Team Outlaws. No picks, just...
18 by 1,000.
Okay.
You know, we can do like previews or anything. Or...
Well, there's nothing to preview about A-Team and Trollers. Like, we played 2 weeks ago. It's probably going to be the same thing.
Well, except for the fact that you guys aren't trollers.
Wait, what?
You said A-Team and trollers.
A-Team and Outlaws.
Give me A-Team.
We're not making our picks now.
Just did.
Okay. Trollers, Bitter Boys.
Trollers in the bounce back.
We're not making our picks now.
What?
We're previewing the game. Yeah, have you been part
of okay, so why don't we... Yeah, true, you just said that. But why aren't we doing the preview for A-Team Outlaws then?
I just told you, there's nothing to preview.
Like,
you know what's going to happen.
Okay, wow, that's great. Okay.
Are you listening to me?
Okay, Holy Riddler Boys.
Are you listening to me?
Yes, but I felt that pretty rude.
Do you want? Okay, dude, so talk about it. What do you want to
say? Give me a good game.
There you go. Trollers, Bitter Boys.
Be a good game.
What are the keys to victory for Bitter Boys to get their first win on the season?
Score more points than the other team.
Okay, Division 2 then.
Yeah, but okay, so the key for Bitter Boys will be, definitely score more points than the other team.
Not turn the ball over.
And stop long bombs. I always say that when you play against Max.
All right. Les Tannantes. I don't know. That's going to be a good one.
Don't make your picks.
I want to see how Les Tannantes are so impressive against every team except for Arnold's. Right?
Am I allowed to say something? It's our game.
Yeah, you can talk.
Okay, I agree.
And now the addition to Mario Cooper's not going to make it any easier. Marvel's Red Zone's going to be a good game too.
That'll be high scoring.
Yeah, over 90 points?
No, not over 90, but it'll be high scoring.
What's the over-under in that one?
I'm taking it for my bold predictions. Keys to victory for Red Zone in that one.
Keys to victory for Red Zone in that one.
And I'll go Marvels. For Marvels, I think it's getting the lead early.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why I get that feeling. I just do.
Okay, well, for Red Zone, I think it's just taking what the defense gives and completing those passes, right? Like, just moving the chains, and, like, you don't need to, like, score quickly or score with bombs. Like, just get those first downs and be methodic the way, like, Mike could be. Wow. A lot of games in Division 3.
Nice. We're finally playing this week, right? We don't have, like, our 8th bye of the season?
No, it's our second game against Average. It's our second game of the season, and we're playing Average Joes. What game are you most interested to see?
Besides ours?
Yeah.
Chiefs Jagger Bomb. 11 o'clock, right before ours. And then, like, a close second would be Ross's Iron Wolves. But I'm going to say Chiefs Jagger Bomb.
Iron Wolves?
Both teams really need to win, man. Both teams really need to win. Yeah, I'm going to say Chiefs Jagger Bomb, to answer your question. And I think in that game, for Chiefs, they're going to have to score every drive. No matter who decides to go quarterback for them, whether it's Avery.
So no punting.
No punting. Whether it's Avery or McSweeney, they got to score on almost every drive. Because I think Jagerbomb's offense will score at will. And Ross's Iron Wolves, yeah, I think that, like, don't you feel like whoever loses that game is in a lot of trouble?
Yes. And I think the same could be said about Panache Manitou Boys.
Even though Panache just won?
Well, they both have one win, right? So one team's going to be 1-3.
Yeah.
And that's like, I know some teams only played one game, but...
It's true, and then they'll have the tiebreak against them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think both those games are gonna be very deciding for the playoffs. Like, we could easily think that the two losers of those two games are really on the outside looking in, right?
Yeah. I love having important games early on in the season.
Well, I mean, one team is going to be their fourth game, so like it's almost
yeah. I know it's like it does feel the season just started though.
Yeah, it still does, eh?
Especially the fact that we're changing fields.
Division 4. Flamboyant Flamingos and Airborne. Do Airborne get that third straight victory?
Are you testing me right now because I can't make my pick? I I think it'll be a close game. That's what I'm going to say.
Okay. Let's see how much the Tigers bounce back, and I also want to see how Sooners play against Les Bouchers. Les Bouchers had like a good week, first week when they won their game, and then something happened against Kevin.
I think they saw his beard and he's like,
yeah,
what is this? And they just didn't play well.
Yeah, so I think that's gonna be a good game too. Last but not least, Division 5, we got Cyclones against Buck. That's Phoenix.
You know which game I'm talking about?
Phoenix Night Triangle.
Yeah. Like, no, really, like, isn't, like, that's prime time. That's flex to Sunday Night Football.
Not really. Phoenix sucks in D5, no? It's not Phoenix D4.
But isn't, I don't know, I thought all of Kevin's team were good because he just sacks them and throws up ducks.
Yeah, they're supposed to be, but I mean, that team, no, they don't suck. They're 1-1.
1-1.
But they got
Night
crushed
Triangle
in
3-0. No, I think they suck. I still think, no, that'll be the game to watch in Division 5. Night Triangle's Phoenix. And I think what'll be key in that game is
Tyler rushing Kevin.
I was going to say that.
Takes a little more time to process.
2.5 sacks in the game for Tyler, over under.
Definitely over.
Yeah, I'm going 3.
Yeah.
And the other times just because Kevin doesn't want to get sacked, so he throws up a duck.
Yeah.
No, I'm not, like, we ain't giving Kevin, but he's actually, like, he has been getting better, and he's a smart quarterback.
Yeah,
no, he isn't, eh?
So it's not a G, he said.
Yeah. But I think it'll be a good game.
I also want to see what happens to Drama Club after losing by 20 points last week.
Mm-hmm.
The Titans get a second straight victory.
Mm-hmm. Have Buck played since?
No.
They had back-to-back buys.
Yes. It happens.
Yeah.
Now they're going to play 9 straight games.
It happens.
Now you can make your picks.
Yeah! Thanks, Dad.
Trollers, Bitter Boys.
Well, I said it before, right? So I'm going to go Trollers again. Bounce back.
Same, going with Trollers. Outlaws, Nice TDs.
Outlaws by a lot.
Same, by a lot. I'm going with Arnold's over Les Tannantes.
Nice.
And I'm going with Marvels over Red Zone.
I'm going Red Zone.
Oh, this reminds me, I forgot to add up Mathieu's picks.
True.
To see how well or poorly he did. Maybe you're not that bad finally.
In comparison to him?
Yeah, I'll try to do it so for the Kevin's second article. So when it gets posted, we'll have the standings and our picks and see how the Mathieu's win-losses.
Also, just so you know, Thierry and I are making our picks now, but we said we're allowed to change them up until Friday at 11:59 and 59 seconds, correct?
Yeah.
So when Saturday strikes, we cannot change them.
Yeah.
Okay, so look at the articles to get our official picks. But most of the time, we're going to keep our picks.
Yeah.
Like, this is just in case someone has a wedding to go to and they can't make it. Or they want to meet Tyreek Hill or
Kevin
something
changed
like that.
half his picks.
Yeah.
Because I saw his picks are all different than mine. Then I put my picks in, and then he had almost the same picks as me.
Kevin.
Chiefs, Jagerbomb.
Jagerbomb.
Going Jagerbomb as well. Simone should be back.
Yeah.
Jackrabbits, Idaho. How can you pick against Idaho?
Wow. I can't. Idaho.
Les Panaches, Manitou Boys.
Les Panaches, low scoring game.
Same. Rossas, Arnolds.
Man.
I'm gotta go with Arnolds. I think they showed me more to make me want to pick them. I think Arnolds are a stronger winless team at this point than Rossas are.
I agree, but my gut is Ludwig is going to be back, and I'm going Rossas.
Alrighty. Les Bouchers, Sooners, 45.
Sooners 45.
That offense is too explosive.
Yeah, it's like the Oklahoma Sooners
Same.
offense.
Sooners 45. Mustard Tigers, the Goats. I'm going Mustard Tigers.
Give me some of that mustard.
Wizards or Canal Club?
Canal Club. But Wizards are good. I'm curious to see them.
I agree with you.
They're not scoring points, but they're just playing that wishbone offense.
Flamboyant Flamingos, Airborne. Is that a flamingo flying or?
No, it's airborne. Because flamingos. We had this conversation before, bro. This is deja vu.
I mean, not flying, but flapping his wings.
No. It's airborne because airborne's. No, I meant airborne.
Yeah, I know, but you didn't do the up part. You just
no,
did this
yeah,
part, so
that's,
it was a little
fair.
misleading.
I'm glad you clarified. I'm going airborne.
I was going Airborne.
Really?
Yeah.
So they're probably going to lose. 3-0, that'd be impressive.
Would be. Cyclones book.
Cyclones by 13.
Same. Cyclones by, I don't care by how much, but I think Cyclones are going to win.
Fair.
Phoenix Night Triangles. I'm going Night Triangles.
I'm going Night Triangles too.
Drama Club Heisenberg.
Drama Club, bounce back.
Same. And Titans hard target.
Titans 26-7.
26-7? Wow.
Yeah.
I'm also going Titans. But there's no point in saying score.
No?
No.
It's just safer, right?
I'll say 1. just to prove to you that my score's going to be closer than yours.
Knew that would get you to say something. Hard target. Can you click on their name, please, bro?
John Lavoie's team. I said Titans 25-13.
Close enough.
What do you want to see?
No, just saying like they've had a bye, right? They also didn't play week 2, week 3. Is that just a normal thing, like just like not to play? And this is becoming like a reoccurring
thing. They come
in
bunches, right?
Oh wait, that's Well, there's already games scheduled at the Arthur.
Yeah, I also said that at the beginning.
No, but like already scheduled.
I said that also. I said that the schedule for the rest of the season has been modified to have your games to make sure you look where you're playing. I said all games this week are at Arthur Terrien, but make sure that you look as of the week after to know where you're playing at.
Bro, who are we kidding, bro? The games are probably going to be at Level in 2 weeks anyways.
Anyway, that's it?
Nope. Don't think I forgot. You go first or I go first?
You can go first.
Before we do that, one thing you're looking forward to seeing this weekend? Whether it's Division 1.
How's the new park?
Okay, that's fair. We get a bonus one each. I'm going to say, I'll steal that answer. But let's see a bonus one each. We talked about Airborne getting that win. I'm curious to see how Holy Trollers will bounce back.
And Marvel, because they both took the L, right, in the last week.
You're taking that?
Yeah.
That's fair. Okay. So really it's like how Max will do this weekend.
Yeah.
Fair.
Because last week's bold prediction was like Max would have like 2,000 yards and like
seriously. 27.
No, I predict that like not 2,000, but like I remember when I bold predictions that Max would have I think I said 12 touchdowns in both games combined and like 500 yards or something like that.
Yeah, you were wrong. Very wrong.
Yeah, 100%.
Did you go first? Bold predictions.
You were supposed to go first, no?
I was.
So go first.
Okay, bold prediction. The Maynard connection on Airborne.
Okay.
We'll go for a combined 3 touchdowns. With Guillaume throwing 6 TDs total.
Wow.
Airborne puts up 38 points. With Baby Maynard getting 3 touchdowns. And Father Maynard getting 6 passing touchdowns, 3 of them to his son.
Okay, mine's a lot simpler than yours. 4 games in D5.
Okay.
I say in all 4 games, the losing team will score single-digit points.
Bro, in this division, the winning teams average single-digit points. Bro, come on. What is that? That's... I didn't mean that as a bad thing. I just meant like the games are low scoring.
Because the defense are so strong.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, I'm definitely throwing that out the window. I can make a second bold prediction if you want in the meantime.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't really want to, actually.
Let's see.
Okay, I got one. Average Joe's Thunder Buddies. Jaff will mention Jason's name at least 30 times in the game.
With the word choke.
You said it, not me.
Well, you can't really call him a choker anymore. He's a champ now.
He is a champ. Okay. And he always was a champ.
Having a hard time with my bold predictions.
Maybe they're not that bold. Also, the field we're playing at, is it like actual grass or?
Yes. What are the other options?
Like, have you ever heard of AstroTurf?
Have you ever played on turf in the MFL on a Saturday?
Yeah, we don't have that luxury. Good call.
Well, actually, we have played.
I'm not going to say
No, but that's only... It's only in a winter season that we're playing outdoors on turf.
God, you gotta love MFL.
Hold on, I want to think of a good one. Give me a sec.
Fair.
You could talk.
Have you been watching the NHL playoffs?
Yes.
Okay, so I think the fact that Tampa Bay swept the Panthers makes the Leafs losing to Tampa Bay like more acceptable now.
No.
You're probably right.
Like, it's not bold at all, but what comes to mind is that whoever's going to have the lead in the Outlaws 18 game at halftime is going to lose the game. But it's not really bold.
No, that's not bad. Considering you think that there's a chance we're beating you guys at halftime or we win the game. Because I think that's really bold.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 D3 games.
Yeah.
I say there's going to be 8 out of the 10 teams go for 30 points or over.
Bold.
Thank you.
Not as bold as mine, but bold. Is that a wrap?
I feel we didn't talk about a lot of things.
Yeah, for real. I think you just spent an hour talking about like absolute. No, I'm kidding. We did well, but we talked about Brossard. Come on now, give yourself a pat on the shoulder. I'll do it for you.
They're probably still gonna complain about something.
100%. And we went over by like a minute and 21 seconds.
Tell them they can make their own podcast.
For real. No, but it was really good to be back in Brossard. The 28-3 guys were super chill.
Besides when they're giving you shit for not making your picks.
Yeah, but even when they give me crap, like they're super chill. And like Kevin was reffing his game, but he was not concentrating at all. Like we were talking about like Notre Dame.
Ever concentrate?
Yeah, good call.
What were you guys talking about Notre Dame?
He was talking about. Oh yeah, he was like we're talking about Nick Saban in Alabama.
Yeah.
And like a Jimbo Fisher comment.
His little baby?
Yeah, obviously Nick Saban's a baby. And he was like, and I was like, yeah, Notre Dame's my team. He's like, me too. I'm like, for real?
Wait, who said?
I said that, and then Kevin said me too. Kevin's a Notre Dame fan.
Kevin Kusay?
Can you believe that? That's the same reaction I had. I know.
He calls you and John out 24/7 in our media team chat that you guys are Notre Dame fans, blah, 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 the gold helmet, this, that, blah, blah. And he never mentioned he's a Notre Dame fan?
Never.
Are you sure he's just not fucking with you?
No, can you believe it?
No, he's fucking with you.
Kev, if you're listening, or if you're watching, well, it's not live, post in the face. Yeah, no, I'm actually not kidding. I couldn't believe it either. That's what I was doing a double take. I was like, Kevin, you're a Notre Dame Fighting Irish fan. He's like, yeah. I'm like, the football team. He was like, yeah. I'm like he's doing this while reffing, like putting the bag and talking to me too. And oh man, Kevin.
How about them dogs though? So
Bulldogs.
You guys are like 3 out of the 4 in the media team are
Notre Dame fans.
Yeah, it's weird. I'm surprised Kevin. Cool. I would expect them to be something more like unusual, you know?
Yeah, like a Buckeyes fan.
Not really unusual.
No, but like Buckeyes fans are, like, or him being like a North Dakota State fan, or being a big fan of a D2 school. I can see that.
So don't forget we're at Sur Terrien this Saturday.
Yep. Right behind the Tim Hortons, Harvey's, and St. Hubert. Look forward to seeing you all there. Games are at the same time, obviously. Big games coming up, folks. You don't want to fall down to being winless. Win your games. Hope you enjoy the show. See you guys next week.